Prompts a change in field. Deep point comes in. There is a backward point. Perhaps a widest delivery once more. Goes for the double bluff and Rakibul picks it up. That's a freebie. A productive over for Bangladesh. Brilliant. 16 off it after 12, 73 for 7. After a minor deviation, it feels like the Bangladesh A are back on Salwa Road and taking the same route that the Shaheens are on. There is a little bit of an uptick, courtesy Rakibul and his heroics, particularly in the last over. But a fantastic statistic that sticks out in those 3 overs that Sufyan Mukim has bowled. 14 dots in 18 deliveries. Oh no, this could be a mix-up. This could be Cotton Mix, is it? It's all happening here at the West End Park.
Yeah, it's all happening. It's all been happening from ball 1. There was an opportunity to have wicket number 8. Pakistan Shaheens missed it. Mix up there. Look at that mix up. Oh, the eyes were not on the ball when he was trying to collect it. That's why I missed it. Look at the reactions.
This is gripping stuff. This was a run. Sent back by Rakibul.
Well done.
Mehrab clearly not happy, but still walked back. Didn't show any urgency to get back to the crease.
What's happening here? Oh, what a precious situation. What a beauty of a game.
Big appeal! Big appeal! They are convinced! Our Shaheens! But Hemanta Boteju isn't. Sufyan Mukim on the floor. What's the reason, ump?
Fielders and the bowler trying to put pressure on the umpire. This is a precious situation, and I'm sure the umpires also must be feeling the heat. Calming the bowler down. The fielders calming the bowler down. Above the knee roll. Maybe going a little higher. Mukim does get that bounce.
Look, the only thing that could have saved him was the height, because if it was an inside edge, he would have been caught out as Irfan Khan Niazi had collected the ball. 53 needed of 45 deliveries. You can't take your eyes off this match. Sufyan Mukim is bowling a masterclass.
Fight.
Full toss this time. The crowd cheers, but it's a bump ball.
Mukim in his 4th over. 18 dot balls. Economy 1.91.
He's bowling a spell like Rakibul did against Afghanistan A. Literally the same figures, 3 for 7. And might be bowling out a maiden.
And Mehrab doing the right thing. Wants to play him off. He knows there'll be a change. This is his 4th over, Mukim's.
Just guides it towards the boundary. The guile from Mehrab. And Bangladesh are still in this. At the end of 13, 77 for 7. Seven for 7, but who's going to go into 7th heaven? 49 needed of 42. And it's prompted a change as Ahmed Danial comes in for his first. So the 7th change. 7 for 7 and the 7th bowling change. Wow.
You believe in numbers?
Nah. Numerology ain't for me. But certainly Ahmed Danial would be hoping that this change works for him and Irfan Khan Niazi. Confusion. As our stato also pointed out, there was a 7-point difference between 49 and 42 as well. Everything was about 7 at that point.
Wow. 7 and over to get. That was the last ball of the previous over. He had that speed, just opened the face of the blade, played it sensibly, took advantage and placed it beautifully. The bowler looks disappointed, he should be. He has been bowling wicket to wicket so far, but that last delivery gave room to the batter.
Watchful. He's bowling his cutters as Ahmed Danial. He's known for it. A change of pace. Akbar Ali and the rest of the team reliant on the likes of Mehrab and Rakibul now. Yes, Habibur was trying to take the game away, but what did the batters do after that? They fell victim to Sufyan Muqeem's guile. Saad Masood has played his hand. Maaz Sadakat has taken a wicket as well. Of course, Arafat Minhas started the tumble. Pace on, picked up. It's between mid-wicket and deep square leg. Saad Masood collects.
I'm impressed with the way Pakistan Shaheen's captain has handled his bowler, because Ubaid and Aziz went for 20 runs of the first 2 overs, and then he brought on his spinners. Arafat. He got 2 wickets in his 2 overs. And this downslide, he was instrumental.
Yeah, got a game against the UAE in a match which didn't really matter much. Again, a bump ball, because the Shaheens had already qualified, so they gave Arafat Minhas a look in. But when it matters most to be brought in, boy, has he made a change. If you take a look at who has won this trophy before, India A were the inaugural champions, Sri Lanka A with the double, then the Shaheens with the double. The defending champions got out in the group stage. Will we get a new champion, or will we get the first-time, 3-time champions? Lots at stake. You can feel the tension. Every single ball is greeted with pin drop silence. Slower delivery. Mehrab just tickles it towards long on.
Yeah, they've got to take this game deep. Bangladesh, the 7 down. Having a good partnership here, a partnership of 26 of 21 deliveries. This is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Almost similar when it comes to the runs that they've accrued, but those 2 wickets pile the pressure on to the Bangladeshi side. There is no doubt about it. And Rakibul, who isn't a recognized batter as such, is the one that has given them some sliver of hope. Now he needs to stick around. Abdul Ghaffar Sakleen and Ripon Mandal, the only 2 batters to come after that. Oh, nicely done. That'll be sore tomorrow morning, but it won't matter to him. After 14, it's 79 for 7. Hasn't it, this final? As we look at a phase-wise comparison, there is nothing in between these two teams except the wicket count, which Bangladesh A have lost 2 more at this stage. And that means we have a match on our hands, we have a final on our hands. One of the finds of the tournament, Vipon Mondal has his eyes on the prize, of course, as Aziz comes back in. Cuts away, and it sails into the stands. Mehrob, majestic.
That's a bad move. Bad start to his second over. He was expensive in the first one. Went for 13 in his first over. What is Irfan Khan Niazi thinking here? Room outside the off stump. Timed beautifully. Saw an opportunity there. Mehrob latches onto it.
Welcome relief, but it's not over yet. Bring out your calculators. Cling on to hope. 41 needed of 35, it is possible. But then again, the Shaheens would also think 3 wickets. That's easy to get.
I think the Shaheens captain now will be thinking, let me bring on my spinners. Arafat, 2 for 5 of his 2. Sadakat, 1 for 7 of his 2. You just can't think that there's 2 left-handers there, so I'm not going to bring on my left-arm spinners. I believe that if they're good, they're going to get you wickets. You've got to bring them on. In their 4 overs, they've just given 12 runs, these 2 that I'm talking about, Arafat and Sadakat. And they've got 3 wickets.
I guess the risk is that they might throw in the kitchen sink, and we know how effective Mehrob can be at the death, so he doesn't want to take that risk and put it in his arc. That's just me playing Bill's advocate here, as Rakibul swings and misses for the 2nd time in a row.
Slow delivery. Aziz trying to mix it up. Rolls his finger over that. The batter thinking that he is going to bowl with pace. Beaten by the pace, Rakibul.
40 of 32. Don't think he can hear you in the middle. Slow ball again. Flipped away for a single.
Bring on your spinners, captain. Because this partnership now is 34 of 27. You need to break it. And who better than Arafat or Sadat?
Or Saad Masood, who has 1 over left. Yes, he's been a tad bit expensive. Yes, Rakibul took him to the cleaners in that previous over. But he has those googlies to trouble. Pull up. Mehrob towards mid-off. Irfan Khan Niazi. Ghazi Gori doesn't collect, but luckily it just goes towards the fielder. At the end of 15, 88 for 7.
What a game we have in our hands. 38 needed of 30 deliveries. 125 all out Pakistan Shaheens. 88 for 7 in 15 overs. Boy oh boy, we have partnership of 35 of 28 being developed. Bowled well in the first over, and a couple of runs will continue. Azharuddin Nomi and Salman Bad joins me. Gentlemen, feeling at the moment. I'll start with you, Salman.
I think Bangladesh are really making a decent comeback. These two batters have been the most sensible of the batters so far. Pakistan have bowled well, fought back in the game really well, got into a strong position. But at the moment, this partnership needs to be broken.
Yeah, I like the never give up attitude from these two batters in the middle. Not a recognized batter, Rakibul, but he's dominating at the moment, giving some assurance to Mehrab at the other end.
Rakibul Hossain right throughout this tournament had not had a bat single game. From the yard, and the man so far. Slow ball into the pitch by Daniel. It's a single.
Pakistan still has two left-arm spinners up their sleeve, but probably this modern-day phrase of playing the matchups, not having the left-arm spinners bowl against the left-handers has become very popular, and that is why we see this pacers operate from both ends.
Short ball, square leg in place and finds it for perfection. Ahmed Danial digging it short, and Mehrab Hossain, unfortunately that was enough bat, but finds the field at deep square leg.
The plan worked. Daniel strikes for the Shaheens. Mehrab still sitting in the middle. Oh, he's got it. He wanted to finish the game for his side. Not the case tonight.
Ahmed Danial comes in and straight away he picks up the wicket, adds value to this game as well, like he has done in every game. Bowls the short one and the fielder waits there. Makes no mistake as Pakistan inch closer. 8th wicket down for Bangladesh at the score of 90.
37-run partnership has been broken courtesy Mehrab Hossain. This has missed 19. 94-8 Bangladesh. At number 10 for Bangladesh, Abdul Ghaffar Saqlain. Not much promise with the bat, but certainly opportunity. Rise up at a big occasion, be the rising star with the bat. He's definitely a star with the ball. Bangladesh, when we started the innings, Mazad thought after the initial start by Habibur Rahman, everything is going to their way. Pakistan shines. They have fought back well, fought back gallantly. Danial into his second over. 1 for 4 so far. Oh, beaten. Lovely length, lovely line. Plenty of bounce to the wicket keeper.
Pace on delivery. It just pitches and jags away. This is the wicket, short one. Trying to pull it and finding the fielder to perfection. Didn't move. Ahmed Danial celebrates. Arab, well, he's disappointed.
Yeah, why not? He was the capable batter. From Bangladesh's point of view, they need to take this game deep. Rakibul is the one who holds the key for Bangladesh A. Saqlain needs to give him the support.
Crucial next to deliveries for the outcome of the game. Yorker. Oh, got the bat down in time. Saqlain, and applauded by the coach of Bangladesh A.
Yeah, that's a very good delivery. Equally well played, must say, for someone like Saqlain. Coming in later down the order. Was pressure.
Great control. Hitting the block hole to perfection. Under pressure, delivering the goods is Ahmed Danial and company. All the bowlers since the first 2 overs have been exceptional.
Just 2 runs difference and 2 wickets as well. Last ball of Daniel's second over. Oh, huge swing. Huge swing. Lucky to remain in the middle. 94-8 after 16. Depend on how he goes by in the next 2 overs, Mazadu Nomi.
Yeah, definitely. From Bangladesh's point of view, just take the game deep. Take the game till the 20th over. Let's see what happens.
Pakistan's point of view, Salman, I think the fast bowler should continue, maybe a spinner.
There's only one way forward: pick up the wickets. That's everybody have on his mind.
Decent timing to reach the call, should be just settling for a single. I think going forward, the Pakistan bowlers, especially the fast bowlers in the previous game, have shown how good they are in the death. Fast bowlers should continue.
Yeah, the way Daniel bowled the previous over, and with the late order batters in the middle, those Yorkers can be deceptive.
Fast bowlers are the way forward because they're doing well. They're not giving away anything, threatening to pick up wickets, and they have as well. Aziz hasn't picked up a wicket tonight, but since the first ball of his second over, the next 5 deliveries have been on target.
Nail-biting stuff here. Should be a wide, should be a wide. Yeah, umpire Hemanta Boteju calls it rightly so.
Shahid Aziz was not happy. Good to see Rakibul having a chat with Sakleen, providing those knowledge that needed the most at the moment. The calmness is required. At the moment, it's pin drop silence here.
Calmness has been missing throughout the game and hard to find.
Oh, good job again. Right on the money, Shahid Aziz.
Yeah, good from Bangladesh's point of view. That brings Rakibul back on strike. He's on 22 of 16. He's a gutsy cricketer. Can he hold his nerve tonight?
So far so good. He has been 22 of 16, has been communicating with his partners, has batted sensibly, has also gone after where the opportunity has arisen. Look at it, 22 of 16, 3 fours and a 6. Look, Saad Masood to the cleaners.
Top point, fielder says mine. Oh, and drops it. Oh, that was a sitter. It's all happening. We had some brilliant catches. We had some sitters being dropped, and this is one of those occasions.
That's pressure as well, Maroof. How often have we seen fielders dropping catches in such situations?
That's all about handling pressure, nothing else. They would take this catch 9 out of 10 times anywhere. It's just the situation. It is Fike was in a position, had loads of time, then he just kept going down.
Has Fike dropped the trophy? That's the question. Low ball bouncer. Slaps it towards mid-wicket for a single.
5 runs coming so far in this over. 31 of 20. Rakibul holds the key. 23 of 17. He's on strike.
Gonna come down to who holds the nerve in the end. That's what the game has been all about. 31 of 20 required. Bowlers putting up a show, doing good work. Fielders need to back them up.
Close, close. And Hemanta Boteju says not out. Shahid Aziz, he cannot believe it. That looked mighty close looking at live. Hemanta Boteju calls it round, probably the bowler bowling round the wicket with the angle. Salman, but that looked mighty close to us.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it again. The umpire does not have this luxury. Maybe the angle, bowling wide of the crease, and that is why the umpire gave the benefit of the doubt. The bowler's pretty excited, so are the fielders.
Pretty sure Shahid Aziz will have a word, or the match referee will have a word with Shahid Aziz with that celebration or frustration. Blocker pumps it towards cover point for a single. End of the 17th as well. 96 for 8. For the very first time in the DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars, Pakistan Shaheens have used 7 bowlers. Bringing in the changers, Irfan Khan. Required rate for the first time in his innings, touches 10 runs per over, double figures. Now it is difficult for Bangladesh. Rakibul Hasan, in my opinion, got to play out of his skin to take his side home. Off in place, make it 18 deliveries without a boundary.
Yeah, he was going for that one, and he wants to take the strike. I think Rakibul needs to take on in this over. 18 balls since the last boundary.
Sure, he'll look for the big boundary because he knows that these 30 runs are not going to come in singles or just running between the wickets. So he'll chance his arm while Ahmed Danial will be bowling cleverly, attacking the stumps.
Watch out for the slow ball that he's so good at. Close, 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 and given. That looked, for me, crash into the leg stump. And Mahmood Khan, the umpire from Afghanistan, he rules Rakibul Hasan to go back after scoring 24 of 21.
As just mentioned, he attacks the stumps and he hits the bullseye, hitting the pad right in front of the stumps, and in the end the umpire raising his finger, giving Pakistan the 9th wicket as Bangladesh move further into trouble.
Yeah, Pakistan are closing the doors one by one. I think the final's theirs. It's the man Rakibul, who held the key for Bangladesh A, has to take that long walk back towards the pavilion after scoring 24 of 21. Bangladesh A, 96 for 9.
Down to the last wicket. 96 for 9 in 17 points. Oh, what a final. Not a high-scoring thriller, but certainly plenty of actions.
Has been a great comeback from the bowlers. The Pakistan Shaheens, the first 2 overs were not up to the mark, but since then they have just controlled the game, picking up wickets regularly, squeezing Bangladesh innings. And Bangladesh are 9 down. They require another 30 runs. 16 deliveries to be bowled. And Ripon, who bowled brilliantly earlier, now has to do a job for his team.
At number 11, Ripon Mondal. First ball. Give himself room. And Irfan Khan, he's like a wall. Get past him, good luck.
Yeah, the Shaheens are sensing a victory here. It was the wicket of Rakibul. Hit him in the back leg. Was plumb. Shahid Aziz was literally pleading dejection.
Pakistan Shahins have won the championship in 2019 and 23 previously. Looks like with the way things are going at the moment, looks like they'll be the first side to win the championship 3 times. Bangladesh have to play out of their skin to win from here. If that happens, they'll be winning it for the very first time. Slower delivery, nicely disguised.
It is not going to happen this way. It has to take a miraculous performance from here onwards for the Bangladeshi side to make it to 126. Still 30 required, not a run in this over. An important wicket has fallen. And Ahmed Danial, how brilliant he has bowled. 2.4 overs, 2 wickets he has picked, only given away 4 runs and bowled towards the end.
30 of 14. I think it's a lot to expect from the last batters.
Full toss. Comes it towards long on.
And I think the Bangladeshi batters must be kicking themselves. Some of the shot selections were horrible. They're not chasing a big target, but the way they came about is something they need to think about.
The captain at the toss, when talking to Parvez, said that he wanted his target to be in front of him. That is why he opted to chase. But it looks as if it didn't make any difference, because after the start, they required less than run a ball. And then to play in the manner they did is quite astonishing.
Sometimes good thought to lose, Salman. You just hope that everything goes well, as Pakistan did against Sri Lanka in the semi-final. They defended a low score.
Absolutely, it sometimes is a difficult decision to make, so it's a good toss to lose. And that can be at times a pressure waiver for teams. This very game, Ahmed Danial has put his heart into his spell, and at the moment he's just getting some treatment from the physio.
Having a bit of treatment, Ahmed Danial, but the way the Shaheens bowled, trying to defend that small target on the board first up, that was Arafat Minhaj, and then Sufyan Mukim, Habibur Rahman Sohan, it was a great wicket, and then this shot selection, I think that was horrible.
Akbar Ali inside it to the stumps of Sufyan Mukim. Yasir Ali again trying to up the ante, easily taken by Irfan of Mas Sadakat. Beautifully bowled, wrong one from Sufyan Mukim through the gap. Same again, just like the first one, like a carbon copy. Good bouncer. This place, Mehrab Hossain, easy catch at square leg. This was the last dice. Rakibul Hasan plumb in front. Ahmed Danial, you just can't keep him away from the good performances with scoring runs with the bat as well. Bangladesh need 29 runs to win in 30 deliveries. I reckon it's safe to say Pakistan Shaheens got this in their bag. The previous champions, as I said before, Pakistan Shaheen has won it twice. They're the only side to reach finals 5 times out of 7. Consistency.
The last time Bangladesh played final was back in 2019 against the same opposition. And once again, Bangladesh are finding things difficult here in the final. Too close, yet too far for them.
From you, Salman, plenty of rising stars.
Bigger lens and go across board. You've seen that all the teams have struggled to cope with pressure. The decision making, the shot selection, the changes that teams have done. Lot to learn for all the youngsters, and across board, all the teams.
Yeah, good point. I think something common in most of the sides. Handling the pressure, that particular skill got to improve. If they are to shine in the bigger stage with the senior side, but to make better decision making at crunch times. On the leg side, should be called a wide, and it is called a wide.
This is where tournaments like these come in so handy, so important for the youngsters' development. I think this needs to happen more frequently and across formats, so that the players get to play more cricket, more competitive games, and this will definitely teach them that eventually how to deal with pressure.
Completely agree, Salman. I think it's a great platform for all the youngsters to making their way for the national team and also getting that flavor of the pressure of international cricket.
Ahmed Daniel, can he be the hero? Just one wicket away to make it 3 times this coveted trophy. Beautifully bowled, but nice negotiated by Saqlain. 2 overs remaining, 27 to get. It's 99 for 9. $125 been defended so far. Here comes Aziz. In the air, long off field in place and clears him. That's an excellent hit by Saqlain and brings up the 100 as well for Bangladesh.
Is there another twist in the tail, Salman?
Who knows? This is some hit. Saqlain keeping the hopes alive for the Bangladeshi side. Aziz just missing the Yorker by a few inches, and that was enough for Saqlain to just thump it over long off for this brilliant 6. And he is pulling the crowd back.
Long levers of Saqlain come into good effect. Yorker was almost perfect, probably 6 to 8 inches shorter. Decent connection. Irfan thought he's in the game, but unfortunately for Pakistan, Shaheen's not to be. Another full toss, bottom of the bat, and Saqlain says, I'll keep the strike and I'm going to be the one responsible.
I like this attitude. He's the one who hit that 6. Now he wants to take the responsibility. He can hit those 6s, so he is taking the responsibility.
Everything starts with the belief. The Pakistan coaching staff, Ijaz Ahmed Jr. and Mansoor Amjad, both anxiously waiting for the last wicket. Wazi Ghori, tense faces.
Down the leg side, down the leg side. The anxious faces not only in the dugout, but even in the crowd, even in the combox.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic game of cricket, must say. Swung like a pendulum. Still in favor of Shaheens, but Bangladesh A not gonna give up yet.
Giving up shouldn't be an option. You have to fight till the end. Look at the crowd. This is the state of the game. They're standing, cannot sit down. The type of excitement that we are seeing on the crowd is brilliant.
20 runs, 9 deliveries. Ripon Mondal facing his 4th delivery. In the air, long off in place. Irfan Khan, it goes over him. That was a hit and a half by Ripon Mondal. Second time in the over, Aziz going for a Yorker, missing it, and it's been pumped over long off.
Hope is a fragile thing unless you refuse to let it go. Hope still there for Bangladesh A.
Tiger is alive. Wonderful stroke once more, just missing the Yorker. This time in the slot, and Ripon, who was brilliant with the ball earlier, now is doing the job with the bat. Great hit that. Irfan Khan Niazi placed himself over there expecting a catch, but even his reach wasn't good enough.
14 of 8. Belief in Bangladesh's side has risen again. Yorker pumped down the ground, long on field in place, and fails it. Sadakat, and guess what? He has just kept only for 1 run there. Brilliant by Mas.
Yeah, this is great fight being shown. 7 balls, 13 runs, and I think that Saqlain should look to go for the big one on this ball. Put some pressure on the bowlers going to bowl the last over, Ahmed Daniel, because he is bowled brilliantly, and Shahid Aziz will be feeling the heat. Already given away 41 runs. So this last ball, he's got to make it count.
This is turning out to be an expensive over. Still 1 more ball to go. What does Saqlain do now?
Swing to the hill, Saqlain. And he does. Irfan Khan, it goes over him. That's the third six of Aziz, and straight over long off in the same over, third time.
End of the over with this blasting shot. Saklan, a new star is born. He is taking the bowlers to the cleaners. 119 Bangladesh get to 7 more required.
Right, final over, 7 runs needed. Salman Butt, Mazharuddin Nomi either side. Gentlemen, who needs a super over?
I was going to ask you that. Maz, speak up, man. Super over, or you just want to see 2 hits to the boundary?
The second one sounds good, Salman.
Ahmed Danial, 2 for 7 in his 3 overs. He's going to finish off. He has a chance for the youngsters to finish off. Danial for Pakistan, Shaheens. Ripon Mondal, Saklan for Bangladesh. 7 runs. Just need some calm heads. Singles we do.
Bangladesh require hit to get to the super over. And then maybe if they don't lose a wicket, they might be the winners. Pakistan still in. They need that 1 wicket. So just 1 ball can do it for Pakistan. But Bangladesh would require at least 2 deliveries.
Looking at the field, only 2 fielders behind, squaring the leg side. Both are in the circle, so the line for Daniel got to be outside the off stump, not targeting the stumps. Right, 7 runs needed of 6 deliveries. Here comes Ahmed Danial into his 4th over. Met with some fierce cover. Should be a couple of runs, and easy couple of runs. Good start for the over for Bangladesh.
5 of 5. Ripon Mondal on strike. The last wicket, but still the hope is there for Bangladesh.
Every reason to hope, man. It's just 5 of 5. These 2 have been majestic. They have brought the people back. They brought the hopes back. They got this whole dugout jumping again in excitement. And this is how it all came together. In the slot, asking for trouble, and Saklan just being brilliant.
First semi-final went down to the wire, won on the super over Bangladesh. Pakistan shines in the second semi-final, won it by 5 runs, went down to the wire again, and yet again we need 5 of 5. Slower delivery, sensible, and very good fielding at the short extra cover. There was a chance for a second run. You got to give it for the commitment by, I think it's Saad Masood.
This is brilliant from both the batters, must say. Taking the single when it's offered and having a chat as well in the middle.
Both the batters have been very sensible. The key has been the communication. And the important thing is, what is the captain telling the bowler now? What is the next plan? Because remember, it's just a stroke away. Bangladesh can be the champions for the first time, and Pakistan will need to take a gamble. Call it Yorker, a slow one, a bouncer, or whatever gives them the wicket.
You got to give it to Bangladesh for the fight back in the last 4 overs. Against all the odds, have played well. They kept cool under pressure. Some lusty hitting by the 2 fast bowlers, and most of us in the box, as well as our viewers, would have thought is a Pakistan shines going through. But Bangladesh batters have been like, nah, we will have a strong defense and we will not go down without a fight. 4 of 4. It's Saklan at the striker's end. Nerves everywhere. Ahmed Danial could see the pressure in his eyes. He comes in. 4 of 4 gain. Good Yorker. Running the first one hard. Ripon Mondal says just a single would do. Doing it in singles, Bangladesh.
Yeah, 3 of 3. Why not? A single would do for them.
You have to say, brilliantly played. It was great bowling in the block hole and quick, but very well negotiated. Are we slowly moving towards the super over? Maz, any quote for the super overs?
Yeah, let me process it first, Salman. It's too much to handle at the moment. For us, for the players in the middle, everyone in the stadium.
Let me get you some water.
What about you, Salman?
I have it with me.
Nervous faces. Some spectators did leave the stadium around the 16th over. Pretty sure they would have come back. The game's going down to the wire, and certainly this wonderful tournament, DP World Men's Rising Stars Asia Cup, deserves a finish like that. A fairy tale ending.
Millions of people across both countries are glued to their screens, all praying for their victory. That is great scenes. The crowd has come back. A lot of them went earlier on, and these two have pulled them back. Rippon has been a top-notch performer.
I think the Bangladeshi fans need to consult a heart surgeon. Whenever Bangladesh plays, things go right down to the wire. We have seen the semi-final, now again.
Entire spectators as well as people, millions of people watching this coverage have got what they wish for. A close final. 3 of 3. Bouncer. Change of length. That's what I think Irfan Khan as the skipper would have given that choice or that idea by the skipper to Daniel.
That's what we were talking about earlier. What next? What plan? What gamble? And the mid-off came up. So as a batter, you could expect the length to change, and it certainly did. But again, full marks to the batter. He did not play any shot out of pressure. He just left the ball. He knows they're just a strike away.
Yeah, he was caught in two minds, but rightly mentioned, Salman, eventually he does really well. But the tensions are there for us, everyone in the stadium, in the middle. 3 of 2.
Crucial delivery for the outcome. Irfan Khan at mid-off, he's taking his own time, getting the fields right, getting the tactics right. And Daniel so far has been very brilliant. 2 for 11 of 3.4. Akbar Ali cannot watch it. He'd rather be in the middle rather than watching it from the dugout as a skipper. Certainly Pakistan shines, probably trying to break the batsman's rhythm by taking time.
Keeper, I think, has his glove off. Put it behind his back, so the plan may be ball an outside Yorker.
Another bouncer and running for it. Ahmed Daniel misses it. There was a golden opportunity. Wow. Ghazi Gori did the right thing, threw the ball to the bowler, and Irfan Khan just letting the ball on a wide in to take 2 more steps. Nevertheless, a bye been taken.
The script of this game is surely written up in the heavens, Salman.
Everything, my dear, everything is written up there. Underneath is only guessing. Sometimes you get it right, and other times you just come to know that it's not you or anybody else here downstairs. Once again, he had all the time. And he's asking the fielder, why didn't he come up to the stumps? Well, if the plan was that clear, he could have just bowled and ran back to the stumps.
So Maroof was saying, who wants a super over? 2 off the final ball. What a tournament we had. So everything will be decided in the final ball of the tournament.
Think about those who have their flight at 1:30 a.m. Leave the rest.
4th and 5th delivery was short deliveries. The last ball coming up. Daniel, probably in my opinion, will be thinking, I want to go for the glory. Pull it nice and full. 2 needed, last delivery.
Even the chief doesn't want to look at the things directly.
Bounce again. Single being run. And it's going for a super over. Oh, we wish for a super over. We got a super over. We got the same thing 2 days ago when Bangladesh A beat India A. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's super overtime.
That was the last thing. And that was the final thing. Oh boy. Winner will be decided by super over. Would you believe it?
What a final stage it has been here at the DP World Men's Rising Star Asia Cup Tournament. Both the semi-finals going to the wire. And now this final goes to the super over.
Good to see the two chiefs of Bangladesh Cricket Board as well as Pakistan Cricket Board, the two gentlemen taking hands and sirs. It's not finished yet. They're going for a super over since Bangladesh is batting second. Confirmation they'll be coming out to bat first in the super over. And the big question, Salman Bhatt, who's going to bowl the super over for Pakistan Shaheens?
I think Ahmed Danial has been bowling superbly. So if it's a fast bowler who's going to do it, it has to be Ahmed Danial. That would be certainly my choice.
90 for 8 up to 16 in the last over. Bangladesh 34 runs crawling back into the game.
Yeah, that scorecard, you have to give a lot of credit to these two batters right at the end. Saklan and Ripon making sure this game goes to the super over. Habibur top scoring with 26, and I'd like to see him come out to open the innings, to come out for the super over. We haven't seen him in the previous super over, but I'd like to see him, Habibur. He can hit those.
Yeah, you've got to make use of your big hitters. It's just the 6 balls that you've gonna get. Mukim, brilliant, 3 for 11. Danial, outstanding, 2 for 11 of his 4. Sadakat, 1 for 7, only bowling the 2. Masood, a touch expensive in his 3rd, picked up a wicket. Arafat coming back in the team, bowling magnificently, picking up 2 wickets for 5 runs.
Match summary, 125 all our Pakistan shines with Masood scoring 38, Ripon 3 for 25, Rakibul 2 for 16. In reply, Bangladesh 125 for 9 with Habibur, Rakibul scoring 26 and 24 respectively. Muking, Arafat, Danial pick up the bowlers for Pakistan Shahis. Match ties, winners will be decided by a super over. A fitting end. A great tournament. DP World Men's Rising Stars Asia Cup 2025 in Doha, Qatar. Telling you, the people in Doha certainly got their tickets worth. Akbar Ali in the conversation with David Ham. Question for you, Maza. Who are the two batters coming out there for Bangladesh?
As I said earlier, I would like to see Habibur Rahman Sohan to come and take the responsibility. He's the one who's been hitting those big sixes throughout the tournament. I'd also like to see someone like Jishan Alam. These two batters are the most capable in this sort of situation.
Yeah. And look at the Pakistan dugout. The players are stretching. Ahmed Danial getting the treatment. So probably he's going to be the one to bowl this over. And the coach asking them to breathe, calm down.
Sufyan Mukim, 4 overs, 3 for 11. Not a choice for you, Salman?
Spinners can be a good choice, but it depends. Somebody who's warmed up properly, he's just delivered a magnificent over. Why would you change?
DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars 2025. It's not over yet. Afghanistan A, the defending champions, are already out after the group stage. Pakistan Shaheens eyeing their 3rd for the first time. Bangladesh, their 1st.
What a wonderful tournament. Plenty of stars being identified. Entire world watching this coverage. Certainly a fitting end for a great tournament, as I said many times. So much to love about tournaments like these. Still in conversation, Akbar Ali. We'll got his work cut out. The Chiefs, Rashid Naqvi, the ACC president, PCB president, in the house, as well as Aminul Islam Bulbul, the BCB president as well, has made the trip from Dhaka. Certainly will be happy with the talent what they've seen so far for their sides.
Yeah, definitely. Someone like Ripon Mondol, he's surely played a great role so far in this tournament. Someone like Habibur Rahman Sohan for Pakistan as well. Quite a lot of players. Good to see Habibur Rahman Sohan with the pads on. It's a good decision in the end, I must say.
Yeah, he has been somebody who's struck big in this tournament, and he looks good, looks threatening. cross-board against the pacers, against the spinners. I think he'll have to contend with Ahmed Danial, who is well warmed up, has just delivered a wonderful spell.
Looks like it's going to be Habibur Rahman and Suckling, the big hitter, who smashed a couple of sixes. Not a bad idea, you know, because a batter who's been batting for a while, knows the conditions, got the pace of the pitch to his liking. I think this is a very sensible call by Bangladesh.
He has been sighting the ball really well. That's why he's accomplished the kind of feat that he has. So good decisions on both sides. Ahmed Danial to bowl and Glenn and Habib to come out for Bangladesh.
Irfan Khan, his choices would have been Ahmed Danial, who bowled a brilliant last over, 2 for 11 of his 4 the entire spell, and Sufyan Mukim, 3 for 11. So he has gone for the safe option, which is go pace. Habibur Rahman Sohan, 26 of 16 with 3 boundaries and couple of sixers. He's been joined by Abdul Ghaffar Suckling, who remain unbeaten, 16 of 12 deliveries with 2 sixes. Ahmed Danial was excellent with the ball and the bat in the semi-final, continues his good work with 4 overs, 11 runs, 2 wickets, and he will continue to bowl the super over. The field, the short third man, short cover point, short fine leg, short extra cover, in deep, sweeper cover, long off, long on, deep mid and deep square leg. Here we go, super over time. Short delivery, straight away, change of length.
Good start from Danial. Just a bit too quicker for Habibur Sohan. That brings Suckling back on strike.
It's never easy to come in. You've been sitting out and you're not warmed up. It's hard to sight the ball. Remember, the bowler has been fresh, coming off a recent over. That's why they say it's very important to warm up.
Gone are the days, Salman, but when we used to play, you get out, early shower, no more, because in white ball cricket, super over is on. You got to be switched on.
I think when I was playing, there was a super over, so it's taken me like a decade back.
Salman is not too old, man.
That's something to debate about. We'll talk about it later. Bounce again. Ahmed Danial backpedals and takes it. Very good catch of his own bowling. The momentum is going forward as the follow through puts the break, runs back and takes the easy catch.
He is a wonderful athlete. He just bowled it, the hard length, the extra effort ball, giving less time to Suckling, who tried to go big, understandably, and didn't get any timing. And as you just mentioned, putting the brakes on, running back and completing a decent catch.
Yeah, banking on his strength, Ahmed Danial. Even the first ball that he bowled, banged into the length. Once again, too good for Suckling. He completes a very good catch in the end. Suckling departs without troubling the scorers. Bangladesh A, 1 for 1.
Jishan Alam, the last man in. Down the leg side, Nazi Gori got an hand, but just not good enough. Rubbing salt into the wound, wide, goes to the boundary.
That's a gift. That's a gift from Ahmed Danial. Down the leg side, wide, 5 runs. Pressure, that's pressure, Salman.
No need to change, not at all. There's a fresh batter coming in who wasn't expecting to bat 10 minutes go back in time, and now you just want to change your length. Not the right idea. And the keeper, well, he has had a tough time in the last 2 games.
Tailing down the leg side, hint of reverse swing. Aziguri, that's a valiant attempt. Fingertips and goes to a boundary. That's encouraging stuff for Danial right throughout in the death overs in the tournament. He's been getting the ball to tail back in to the right hand. He has to start around the 4th toss stump to finish swinging around middle stump. Much better, and clean bowls him. Length delivery, probably Jishan Alam expecting a fuller delivery. He misses it, and Daniel strikes for the second time.
Exactly as you just mentioned, just start from outside the off stump, and that length, once again, the hard length brings the undoing of Jishan, and the Bangladesh innings is over at 6 runs. Half the over bowled. 7 to get for Pakistan.
Yeah, 3 balls to go. Bangladesh are done. Both their wickets are gone. Jishan Alam must have thought that he should have played that for a single. Maybe Bangladesh should bat those first over. That's 6 balls. 6 already on the board. Bangladesh are done.
Danger man just faced one delivery. That was a downfall for Bangladesh. Abubur Rahman got a single from the first ball. Yet to watch agonizing from the non-strikers, and both his partners been dismissed for some excellent deliveries by Ahmad Daniel. Into the super over in the first semi-final. Him batting second at that time. Bangladesh won pretty easily. Now, Pakistan, when they come out to bat, they've got to make 7 runs with 2 wickets in hand. Same question for you, Maza. Who's your choice for the super over?
Ripon Mondal. Just to provide some hope to the Bangladeshi fans as well. He's bundled out India A without even scoring a run in the super over. So there's still a hope.
For Pakistan, Shaheen Salman. Have a look at it here again. I think the straight one, and Ahmad Daniel, what a player he is. He's inching towards, in my opinion, even for the man of the series, the way he has performed. Just on Pakistan, Shaheen's, maybe a right-hand, left-hand combination?
Yes, I wouldn't mind that. Mahas Sadakat would be the choice. And maybe Saad Masood, the guy who scored 38 not out and looked good. Because you need to find somebody with some confidence from his fresh knock. And that is the person.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Mahas Sadakat and Saad Masood. Just on pure, yeah, they've scored runs on the day.
Yeah. It's going to be a good test between bat and ball. David Hemp, with all his experience, mentioning the fact that to keep them calm. Ripon Mondal, I'm sure he must be the ball in his hand. Bangladesh can still dream.
Millions watching this coverage. Bangladesh, Ripon Mondal did the unthinkable against India. Dismissed Jitesh Sharma and Ashutosh Sharma in the super over. Millions were watching in Dhaka, Chattogram, Khulna, Borisal. All these places, Maza, they be glued to the TVs.
So the news is just Mahas Sadakat and Saad Masood both going to come out, and Irfan Khan Niazi, the skipper, has padded up as the 3rd player.
Yeah, left and right hand combination, not a bad call. It's going to be interesting to see how they go about. They just need 7 to win.
I think it's a very good choice. 2 players have scored runs on the day, left and right hand combination. Could never ask better. And I'm with you, Maza, when you said Ripon Mondal, he should be the one. He's the match winner from semi-final, has the confidence. Bowled well today as well, 25 for 3 of his 4 overs. Definitely he should be the one.
Saad Masood will be up against someone like Ripon Mondal, who bowls those Yorkers to perfection. They need 7 to win. Ripon Mondal will be eyeing those block hole right from the word go.
Interestingly, Saad Masood is going to take strike. Right-hand batter. Mahas Sadakat, the highest run getter in the tournament, is on to play in the super over, chasing 7 runs and isn't facing.
Ripon Mondal, can he rips through Pakistan Shaheens? He's been excellent, certainly find of the season for Bangladesh. Very good attitude, good action, good run up, and here's an opportunity for Ripon to make history or create history. The 4 fielders in the circle, short third, short fine, power point and extra cover. Here comes Ripon. Yorker straight away, bang on the money. Could be going down the leg side. The umpire will signal for a leg bye.
Yeah, what a start. Pretty much expected though from Ripon to eye those block hole. Yeah, from Bangladesh's point of view, a couple of dot deliveries might put the Pakistani batters under some sort of pressure.
Dot balls and preferably a wicket. That is what Bangladesh will be looking for. And for Pakistan, they need to know it's just one hit away.
Into reverse swing was tailing back in to the right hander, which will go away from the left-handed Mas Sadakat. Field remains the same. In the slot, running to with stroke, direct it would have had him. It is excellent cricket. Was excellent by Ripon Mandal, off his own bowling, following through, trying to take the stumps off at the non-strikers end.
How good Ripon has been. On the target, under pressure, delivering the goods. Brilliant execution of the Yorker length delivery. Time and again, when Bangladesh has required, he has come up with the goods.
Great control, must say. Never easy bowling those Yorkers. And he's bowled 2 on 2. Here comes Ripon.
Full toss. Fine leg into circus. That's a dangerous line to bowl. And Saad Masood, a good pace of that. That went like a bullet to the boundary. And Sufyan Mukim, he has to remember there's one more run to be made.
That is excitement. He ran as if Pakistan had won the trophy already. Ball back from the ring. And look at him. Look at the dressing room enjoying. They know they require one now. And Bangladesh would require a miracle.
It's not finished until it's finished. Sufyan Mukim, it was lovely to see. He was sprinting in almost to the 30-yard circle. He was asked to go back. Brilliant. And under pressure, Shad Masood, what a shot. There was pace, there was hint of reverse swing. He went with the swing. And Pakistan Shahis, they can sense it. It's just one run away.
No more drama required. Yes, Ripon.
Oh, inside edge and misses the stumps. And with that, Pakistan Shaheens wins it in the super over. They become the only side to win this particular competition 3 times out of 7. Shahins are the best team by far, remain unbeaten right throughout.
Great scenes there in the ground. The Pakistan players run out. They celebrate this win. Wonderful defense of a total which was far less than what was expected of them. 125 defended in magnificent fashion. Match going to the super over. Bangladesh matching them ball to ball, wicket to wicket. And in the end, the super over belongs to Pakistan. Great game, great adverts for the Asia Cup.
This is by far the best final, the best tournament of the Asia Cup Rising Stars. We had everything. Drama, super over, and then Shaheens go on to clinch their 3rd title of the competition.
5th final in 7 years for the Shaheens, and heartbreak for Bangladesh. It's their 2nd time reaching the final. Unfortunately, they have lost both the times, but lot to like about Bangladesh effort with the ball in the field. Captain Akbar Ali, some of the youngsters have risen to the occasion. Certainly Bangladesh cricket is in safe hands when it comes to their A side with plenty of good talent, Maza.
Yeah, they should keep their head high. The never give up mentality was something remarkable from the Bangladesh A side. But what about Shaheens, led by this man? They've done outstandingly well, unbeaten throughout the tournament. But Bangladesh, on the other hand, they should keep their head high.
It was all about the rising stars, and we've seen them. Rakibul, Habibur, wonderful additions to the Bangladesh cricket, along with Ripon. Mehrob did his